Well, right now, Halloween celebrations are in full swing all across the Bay Area. We got a double box here. We have festivities in San Jose, a little spooky out there. Also in Pleasant Hill. I guess we ran up to a couple of haunted houses right now. Pretty spooky even in the daylight. So let's check in with Darren right now. You like haunted houses?
Not so much, actually.
Yeah, those look pretty serious.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're right behind us, too.
Okay. I've been kind of ready to open the panels again.
I'm afraid that someone's going to come stab us in the back right now.
Let's let in the light of day back here if we can. Although I'm so glad that people actually still do get into this and that we're there showing off.
But look how beautiful it is outside right now.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Worked out great. Halloween sometimes weather-wise gets a bad rap.
Yeah, it does.
But this Halloween has worked out perfectly. Usually it can feel like an immediate transition on Halloween. That's not happening this year. There is a storm coming, but it's getting here in the middle of next week. So the first thing I want to do is get you ready for how spectacular this weekend is going to be. And then we're going to look at next Wednesday, in detail, because that seems to be the focus for rain. First of all, this was this morning when we started. See your timestamp here? This is 9 o'clock this morning. We woke up to marine layer gray, pretty much Bay Area wide. And when we play it forward, it melted back by about noon. That is not happening so much tomorrow. And as a result, tomorrow and Sunday are going to be warmer. Take a look at the daytime highs. Let's start out by taking a look at Saturday for the Bay. And when we put some of the numbers on here, we had some numbers on here for the 5 o'clock hour for Halloween a moment ago. You were seeing how warm those were. Well, these are a little warmer. These are daytime highs on Saturday, and you're right on the verge of 80 tomorrow for the inland communities. San Francisco will be right on the verge of 70. Happy November. That's tomorrow, by the way, November 1st, and we're still sitting at 80 degrees for some of our warmer inland communities. Let's get down into Monterey. Maybe we won't. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Let's get down to Monterey now and check in on some of your numbers down there, and you can see where you'll be. It's pretty much in the same spot. We'll put your numbers on here as well. A lot of low to mid 70s on there. Great looking Saturday. Sunday is just like it. All right, we've covered that. Great weekend. Chapter 2. Let's talk about the middle of next week. The Gulf of Alaska still looks really good. Couple of storms up here. It's going to take several of them to get their act together before we get ours. So we miss out on most of this for the next few days. But there's going to be this slug of moisture that develops out there by early next week and then gets pulled our way. See that? So Wednesday, 4 a.m. is the timestamp on it. That's a pretty good looking setup for us for rain. That looks fairly impressive just on the big view. Let's get a little more specific on it, time it out. And for that, let's use a slightly different format where we can really come in for a closer view and choose the time frames we want to see, because I want you to see what Wednesday morning looks like. Monday looks great. This is Tuesday, and we might see a few leading edge showers actually from this as early as Tuesday. That really doesn't appear like it's going to be much of anything. And this system's going to do an interesting move. It's going to pull that rain back off the coast as the system reorients itself to come in with a more impactful and well-directed rainmaker on Wednesday. Watch what I mean. There it goes. Here it comes. So that's early Wednesday. We get to this point, and right now we should just pause here for a moment. So it's Friday now. We're looking all the way ahead to Wednesday. It's highly likely that the timing of this is going to change a little, as will the rainfall intensity. But we're close enough now to at least start looking out to see what the models have to say about this, so we can give you that information if you got to start making your plans on Wednesday. If Wednesday is a particularly important day for you for something outdoors, this is the latest on where this system stands, and it is a Wednesday morning bullseye. Now, we'll keep the rain going from there. We're going to go into Wednesday afternoon. You still have scattered showers on here. Through Wednesday early afternoon, it starts to drop a little bit of snow in the Sierra. And then by Thursday, it is done. So the takeaway from this is it's really going to be bracketed on Wednesday. Look at the rainfall totals. Again, we can't put a specific number on this far out, but this is what one of the better models has to say from long range, and it tends to jive with just about all of the more reserved, longer range probability type stuff. About an inch in the North Bay, and maybe about 0.3 of an inch of rain coming to the South Bay. You're going to see that when we look at the 7-day forecast. Those 2 days are going to stand out when we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. But really, Tuesday doesn't look like much at this point. Tuesday's got some rain in its terrarium, only because it's possible the system shifts a little. If it speeds up a little bit, we got to start talking about Tuesday more. But for right now, not much Tuesday. almost all of it Wednesday, and then it's done. So it gets in here with one day. That's your 7-day forecast for the Bay. Look at that weekend, by the way. And let's finish this up by taking a look at the 7-day forecast for our inland microclimate. Weekend does look spectacular. Enjoy this one. First couple of days of November, you can't beat them. And then we'll get back to fall programming by the middle of next week. All right, Ryan, back to you.